the bustling heart of New York City, a quartet of sibling cats known as Lenny, Alphonso, Barbara, and Terri harbored a singular dream: to create jazz that would not only resonate through the bustling streets, but also etch their names in the annals of musical history. Lenny's agile paws danced gracefully on the ivory keys of the piano, Alphonso's bass provided the heartbeat of their compositions, Barbara's saxophone crooned with emotion, and Terri's drumming set the rhythm that breathed life into their melodies. Their journey was an extraordinary odyssey, marked by sweat, tears, and the unyielding desire to turn their dream into a reality. As kittens, they were introduced to the enchanting world of jazz by their father, who had a small collection of vintage records featuring legends like Herbie Hancock, Wayne Shorter, Miles Davis, John Coltrane, and Charlie Parker. These masters of the craft became their idols, their North Stars guiding them through the tumultuous seas of jazz. The siblings would spend hours on end practicing in their cramped apartment, their music echoing through the walls of the building, their neighbors both annoyed and awed by their dedication. Their initial attempts at jazz were far from perfect, but their shared determination, and the support of their father, kept them going. As they matured, so did their music. The streets of New York City became their playground and their stage. They started by busking on street corners, collecting meager tips and leftover scraps of food. Their meager earnings barely sustained them, but the fire within them burned too brightly to be extinguished by hardship. The cats' relentless dedication led them to pursue formal music education at a prestigious music university. There, they honed their skills under the guidance of seasoned jazz professors, who had once shared the same dreams. They pored over musical scores, practiced intricate scales, and dissected the melodies of their heroes. Their lives became a whirlwind of lectures, practice rooms, and late-night jam sessions. It was at the university that they found their rhythm as a group. Hours turned into days as they learned to harmonize their instruments and personalities. Lenny's piano melodies became more intricate, Alphonso's bass lines more resonant, Barbara's saxophone solos more soulful, and Terri's drumming more precise. Together, they forged a sound that was uniquely their own, yet undeniably influenced by the greats. But the path to becoming jazz legends was not without its trials and tribulations. They struggled to make a living as musicians, often playing in smoky, dimly lit jazz clubs for a handful of tips. Their fame was a distant dream, and their bank accounts reflected the harsh reality of the music industry. To make ends meet, they took odd jobs during the day. Lenny worked at a music store, Alphonso did session work for local bands, Barbara taught music to aspiring young cats, and Terri, with her impeccable sense of rhythm, even dabbled in dance classes. These endeavors kept them afloat, but their hearts longed for the stage, where their music could flourish. Despite the hardships, they persisted. Their music became a beacon of hope, drawing in like-minded souls who believed in their talent. Slowly but surely, their reputation as a formidable jazz quartet began to spread, and their performances attracted larger crowds. They played not just for the love of jazz but to prove that dreams, no matter how audacious, could be realized through sheer grit and unwavering determination. Their dedication was further fueled by chance encounters with some of their musical idols. One fateful evening, after a performance at a renowned jazz club, they found themselves sharing a drink with Herbie Hancock. His words of encouragement and wisdom echoed in their hearts, pushing them to strive for greatness. Miles Davis, Wayne Shorter, John Coltrane, and Charlie Parker's music continued to be their guiding light. They studied every note, emulated their heroes' improvisational brilliance, and infused their compositions with the essence of the jazz legends who had inspired them. Their performances became electrifying, transcending mere music and evolving into a spiritual experience that left audiences in awe. With time, their dedication paid off. Record labels took notice, and they secured a contract to record their debut album. The day they entered the studio was a dream realized, a culmination of years of relentless effort. Their music, a fusion of traditional jazz elements and modern innovation, spoke to the soul of the city. Their debut album, titled Cats of Rhapsody, was met with critical acclaim and a devoted fan base. Their journey had come full circle, from scrapping for food to dining at the best restaurants in New York City, where they'd once played for tips. They were no longer just cats trying to make ends meet, they were jazz royalty, a testament to the power of persistence and the magic of music. Their fame transcended borders. They performed on international stages, sharing their love for jazz with people from all corners of the world. They rubbed shoulders with dignitaries, met royalty, and received accolades from the highest echelons of the music industry. Yet, they remained humble, grounded by their shared history and the trials they had overcome. The story of Lenny, Alphonso, Barbara, and Terri wasn't just about music. It was a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, or in this case, the feline spirit. It was a story of 4 siblings who had dared to dream big, who had embraced the jazz legacy of their idols, and who had overcome adversity to become one of the greatest jazz groups of all time.